Well, the trailer for Squid Game Season 3 has finally dropped. And frame by frame, this trailer reveals so many things that we haven't been able to figure out until now. There's not a single dialogue in this trailer, and without any dialogues, just with music and visuals, this trailer has become one of the best trailers of all time. But what exactly does this trailer reveal that gives us clues about what's coming in Season 3? Hello Squid Game fans, it's Explainverse here, and today we're diving deeper into what might happen in Squid Game Season 3. In the Squid Game Season 3 trailer, a brand new game has been introduced. Now, before this, we knew about monkey bars on the walls, and a game involving checkers or chess. Plus, at the end of Season 2, we saw a game that looked like a railroad crossing. So, when 3 games were already revealed, why introduce another new game? Basically, they're throwing us off completely here. In Squid Game Season 1, the games were drawn on the walls, but that doesn't mean they'll do the same for Season 2 or 3. And that railroad crossing game with Chul Soo and the red light green light girl? That's actually a flashback from an older Squid Game, because if you look closely at the 3 people moving toward that game, they're wearing clean clothes. At this point in the game, with so much bloodshed, no one could reach a new game in clean clothes. So, essentially we're left with monkey bars and human chess, and along with that the final game of Squid Game has been revealed. In the Season 3 trailer you might have noticed a game featuring a gumball machine. Players are drawing either red or blue balls from it. So, what's the mystery behind these red and blue balls? If you look even closer, you'll see the gumball machine is placed in the center of the room. On one side there's a dagger symbol and on the other a keyhole symbol. Then we see players splitting into different teams. Gi-Hun goes to the red side and player 120 goes to the blue side. After that you'll notice guards come in and distribute red and blue boxes to the 2 groups. And do you know what's inside those boxes? When the red box is opened, they'll find a dagger. When the blue box is opened, they'll find a key. Let me explain what this game is about. Basically, the red team, armed with a dagger, has to stop the blue team from finding the keyhole. If the blue team finds the keyhole and unlocks the door before the stipulated time runs out, they win. But if the red team manages to protect the keyhole and prevent the blue team from using the key within that time, they win. You might think I'm just making this up, but I'll give you proof that this is exactly what the game is. First, let's confirm who gets the dagger and who gets the key. In one shot, the shaman, player 44, is sitting by a door with a keyhole, surrounded by blue team members who seem to be worshipping her. There's another detail many people might have missed in the Squid Game Season 3 trailer. In one scene, someone makes an arrow with their blood, and if you look closely, that hand is wearing a rudraksh and a band identical to what we saw on player 44's hand in Season 2. So, basically, when player 44 is about to die, she's helping her team one last time by making arrows with her blood to point toward the keyhole's location. So, we've figured out which team is on which side. But we still need to understand the time limit for this game. In one shot, you'll see Gi-Hun emerging from a corner. The makers hid an Easter egg here. His number, 456, is reflected on the clock behind him. At this moment, there's a body. Possibly someone who died or someone Gi-Hun killed. In this frame, the clock shows 4 minutes and 56 seconds remaining. The red team has to stop the blue team from finding the keyhole, while the blue team has to locate it within that time. I hope this game makes sense now. We've also learned who the final 3 players in Squid Game Season 3 will be. If you look closely, there was a poster for Season 1 with an interesting detail. Gi-Hun was in the center, with player 001, the game's founder, on his left. On the right was player 218 Sang-woo, and on the left was Sai-byak. By the end of Season 1, we knew who the final 3 were, but things get even more mysterious now. In the Season 2 poster, Gi-Hun is again in the center with the front man, player 001, on his left. Below Gi-Hun are players 333 and 222, the pregnant lady and the guy who got her pregnant. I'll explain why this detail matters later. So we know these are the final 3. But there's still one big thing left. At the end of the Season 3 trailer we hear a baby crying, and it's left everyone confused about what's coming. Before I reveal this final piece, let me say there are still many theories left to explore. Like what's going on with the guard, the frontman's brother, who was shown sneaking into the VIP area. And what's the connection between the VIPs and Thanos? Yes, you heard that right. Thanos might still be alive. Just like in Season 1, where 3 people survived, 2 guys and a girl, this time we know Gi-Hun, player 222 and player 333 will be the final three. Now, in Korean culture, killing a pregnant woman is considered highly disrespectful. Because of this, player 222, the pregnant woman, will give birth to a child inside Squid Game, but before the final game, player 333, similar to player 218 in Season 1, will be killed. By then the baby will already have been born. The final Squid Game will be between player 222 and Gi-Hun. Player 222, desperate to survive and win the money, will even be willing to kill the child. But Gi-Hun will have to show that there's still hope in this world. He'll save the child by killing player 222. I hope these theories and details about the game have helped you understand what to expect when Squid Game drops on June 27th. If you want me to make more theory videos between now and June 27th, please let me know in the comments. Also, share your own theories in the comments, and don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends who love Squid Game. I'll see you in the next video. Wait, did you think I'd let you go so easily? There's one huge thing left to discuss. In the very first scene of the Season 3 trailer, Gi-Hun is shown inside a casket. As the casket opens, his eyes snap open. In another scene, Gi-Hun is shown being restrained with handcuffs, not allowed to vote. Many people jump to the conclusion that Gi-Hun was restrained because he betrayed everyone. But if you've been watching Squid Game, you know how many twists this show has. And one of those twists is that Gi-Hun is actually the front man.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I breathe.